What's going on, everybody? So we are here on Euro GBP. Thank you guys for hopping over. Hopefully you guys are appreciating this. If you guys went through the Facebook and you wanted to come watch more of these setups. So Euro GBP, Euro GBP, Euro GBP. This thing moves. It moves pretty slow, but it made some nice moves last week that I didn't quite catch. So it's all good, and we'll catch them this week. There's always another trade. So got that trend line going up, not really relevant, very, very far away. Let's check out where the support and resistance line needs to go. I think right there, because it's got solid touches here, wick hard there, touches all the way across. But what's the difference between this? I mean, 150 pips, that's a nice trade. So I want to put a level as well here, because it's got touches here, confirmation, like very strong consolidation here, touch there. So that's also like another level I want to be aware of. Hop down to the daily. Strong consolidation. I mean, look at this. Look at that consolidation. It makes nice moves off of these levels, but the consolidation is real in this zone. I mean, I don't even see much on the daily to even talk about. Really, let's just hop down to the hourly. I just want to hop down to the hourly, and we'll just see what's really happening in this market. So it's got a few major levels. That's why I haven't been trading it. That's why I missed a couple trades. I missed this trade. So I did have this level marked last week because we missed that trade, but it's just been so consolidated. So consolidated. Another level right where it's at right now, right here. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, 5 touch, 6 touch. And the spread between these is about 30 pips. That's it. That's all I really see. So if you wanted to take a buy off this level, we possibly could. If we get a break retouch, we could sell it off and then kind of just see what happens and see if it breaks and breaks. Then we could hold that whole sell down. But honestly, guys, I'm not a huge fan of Euro GBP. I would really like to see it make that move outside these pink lines, unless it gives me a very clean break retest on this level here and continues this sell motion. I might take a sell off here. Would be like probably the nicest move I'd look for is a sell, but we'll see what happens. So next we're gonna go to Euro JPY. My internet is super slow out here. I'm back home in the middle of nowhere, Illinois, for a little bit before we move out to Miami. So the internet out here is no joke slow. Let's hop out to the monthly. All right, Euro JPY. What's going on with you this week? Monthly levels, trend line here. So make sure we get them with touches. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. That's better. See how it cleaned it up, got more touches from the difference between this. See if you just caught the very end of this wick, and you got 1 2 touch. We squeeze it in here. We got 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, 5 touch, 6 touch, 7 touch. Because this is a monthly level, so all those are very, very valid touches. Let's go to daily. Your JPY is moving like a beast. Let's see here. It's on the daily, so not purple, blue. See how it held really well here? 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. Could be coming back up for a retouch because it did never retouch that level. Let's see. Ooh, that's 150 pips. All right. Let's back it out here. See if there's another level around here. Another level I'm seeing is down here on the floor. You can see it wicked hard here. held here. It's in a strong uptrend recently. So let's go down to the 4 hour. We can find a level back here. So one thing is always look left for your levels. You're going to find them. If you look far enough left, you will find the levels. If you go down to the lower time frames, you'll find the levels. It's always levels. So let's see here. Pip gap is 70 pips. Perfect. So we got 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, break, retouch, 5 touch, 6 touch, 7 touch, 8 touch, 9 touch, 11. So perfect touches through there. Very good level. One touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, 5 touch. All right, so 1 touch, 2 touch with that wick, 3 touch, 4 touch. Those are the levels. So pretty much go down to the daily now, or the hourly, head over to current price. Let's see how these levels mark up. They look pretty legit. Maybe slide this down a smidge. Maybe slide this down a smidge to hit these wicks. This one right here, we probably can move it down to here, I would say. Make this green. This will be like an hourly level. These are hourly levels as well. Perfect. So we have price in a box, a nice box. Let me see if there's trend lines. So when I look at the charts, I'm just like mentally, I guess, just so you guys know, I'm mentally doing this. Like I'm drawing these lines, being like, yeah, here's a trend line, but this isn't really a trend line. It's only got 2 touches, but this is kind of a trend line. So like that's what I'm doing in my head. Just so you guys know. Again, we do all the training and stuff on our IML TV channel, so you guys can learn to be like that. But I just want to let you guys know that that's what's processing through my head. All right, so this is the setup I'm looking for. So just a few moves. I'm really waiting for 2 moves here. 2 moves. Break below, retest in that level, drop, break above, retest here, up, break, retest. So even if we just caught this trade right here, that's 50 pips. Amazing. Amazing. 50 pips, done. You're done for the day. But if it breaks, gives you a retest, boom, we could take it up to 133. So that's how I call my trades, just so you guys know, just a quick, let's just say, for example, we buy it right here. And we use, I don't know, let's just say 15 pip stop loss. So we use a 15 pip stop, not even. We buy right there. Let's say a 12 pip stop loss. Let's say we use 12 pip stop loss. You're up 50 pips, you should be super, super happy. Super happy that you're up 50 pips. And then if it breaks, retouches, and then goes for that 130, you know, you probably have half closed already, maybe a little bit more, and you can just ride a little bit to that 130. Your risk to reward is insane here. I mean, it's 11 risk to reward. So that's 11 to 1. But even if we come down to here, you're looking at 4.2 to 1. I mean, that's really, really good risk to reward, and that's what it's all about, because then all we got to do is win this one trade, and we could lose 2 or 3 trades and still be in profit. Obviously, that's not the goal. I mean, where we win more than we lose, but you know, essentially for the newest person, why this is so important is because you can actually, with this strategy, and if you keep risk to reward in mind, you can actually like lose more than you win and still be in profit, as long as you can get those, you know, 1 to 3, 1 to 4 risk to reward trades. But again, obviously, once you know, perfect your skills, you're not gonna lose more than, or you're gonna win more than you lose. Let's see here. Let's go to Chef JPY. This is one of my favorite pairs. I'm gonna mix it up because I was just doing a lot of Euro pairs. You can see that followed perfectly. Break, retest. But yeah, let's just go to the monthly. Clear everything out. All right. So this has been in a nice solid uptrend for a long while. But let's see. So let's see. I like this level actually. I like it a lot. So anchor it here on the monthly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And all these touches, I mean, these are monthly touches. So you're talking a 300-400 pip push off. This right here, 1,000 pip push down. I mean, that's crazy. I don't hold for that long. But that's very solid level. That's the winning level. Actually, we could probably move it down. I'm gonna line it up exactly with this right here. To the tip. Holds a lot nicer. Daily. So one touches here, holding this level, hit here, hit here, hit here. Daily levels. So now, I mean, look at that wick right there. That's crazy. So hop down to the 4 hour. I'm just gonna hop down to the hourly because it's gonna give us a more valid trend line here that I'm looking for. So let's test it out. Which anchor point should we use? Do we need this? So that's one option. What's this look like? Let's see what the pip gap is here. All right, so here's what I'm looking for on this. So you guys can kind of see it's consolidating here at this level. So this is where, like, when I'm marking up and I'm actually going to take a trade, that's why I'm going to leave this, because this is like a perfect trade setup for like a live trade. I'll be on the 15-minute right here watching this. I mean, these are clean touches to that level. Clean touches where it never came down to this point. So I don't want to wait, because look at this. Like, this touch here, if you were waiting for it, if you waited because you didn't 15 pips, but it double confirmed right here, one touch, two touch, that it should go up, you missed out on 40 pips because you were waiting for it to come back down this little bit. You know, same thing here. You missed out on 20 pips. That's TP1, 1 to 2 risk to reward, just because, you know, you didn't play that level. So definitely want to keep this one in mind. Not saying it's 100% certain, because, you know, these two levels are pretty close, but you just want to keep that in mind. Keep it in the back of your head. So here's what I'm looking for. Break, retest here for a sell, for a sell, for a sell. You know, either one of these. If I came back at London and price was sitting here, I'd be looking for a retest for a sell. If price was sitting down here, I'd be looking for a retest for a sell. Same thing on the flip side. If it's holding at this level, buy it up. Break above, buy it up. So if it was sitting right here and it broke above, I would buy it up here. And then, you know, that's pretty much the moves that it's going to make. It's either going to make these pushes down or that push up. So I'm just going to kind of wait for it to make its decision after the market opens. And yeah, that's the markup for Chef JPY. Let me do GBP CAD. I'm gonna do this as the last one, guys, just because like I've marked up enough for the moment. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm trading, like when I'm marking up charts, I can only do it so long, and then I gotta walk away, give my brain a time to relax and just refocus in. Just because, especially doing it like explaining everything and teaching and all that, so it's like need a break, need a little break, come back to the charts. I'll do like more markups tomorrow, but I like to just have a lot of them done. I like to have all my markups done. So just so you guys know, I only trade London session to the New York crossover, and I don't when I sit down to trade, it's trading time for me. All my charts are marked up before it's time to trade. All my setups are ready. I know exactly what I'm looking for, so I'm prepared and I'm ready to go. When the market gives me what I want, because I'm looking for such precise entries, and now I got to call them out for swipe trades, and it's a lot of stuff going on. So you don't want to be that person who's sitting down at the markets like, I wonder if there's any trend lines here, any support and resistance, or like, oh, I don't have my charts marked up, because that's only going to leave you to a disadvantage when you get into the markets. If you come in prepared with the right mindset and you're ready to go, it's going to help you go next level. So with that being said, I got those monthly trend lines marked there. Daily levels here. Move that up a little bit. I like that. Daily level. Nice daily level here. Let me move it down a little bit. Right there. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, 5 touch, 6 touch. Perfect. Perfect level. Let's check some pips. How far away are we from this level? Ooh, 70 pips. So that's still a valid floor then. I'm going off these levels back here. 1, 2, 3 touch, 4 touch, 5 touch, 6 touch, and look, to a T touch right there. So that's perfect. 4 hour. Interesting on this. So I think it's doing a break retouch. Let me just draw this trend line. And then let me just take it back, and let's see if it lines up with anything else. So I'm anchoring it off this spot right here. This spot right here is where I'm putting it off of, and I'm just extending it back 1 touch, consolidated, touch there, touches. So yeah, it's definitely a valid trend line being broken right now. So hop down to the hourly. Looks like it was trying to make that pullback right before. So we're still like 26 pips away from that level. Next thing I know, like if I'm looking for a pullback on a trend line, I'm looking for support and resistance to match it so that I can have an X marks a spot. So that would be like my perfect entry. So this would be like a support and resistance level right here that I definitely want to take into consideration if we're looking for buys. If we think the downtrend is going to continue, which, you never know, I want that level marked as well. So preferably, let's see how many pips we're talking here, just so 70 pips, 130, 160. So all good there. I'm looking for these movements. Something like that. Or even if it did reverse off here, I mean, this is still 47 pips. So you're fine. You're fine. If you catch your 47 pips, you will survive. I promise you that. So that level that I'm going to be looking for then, just so you guys can see, it's even clear on the 15-minute. We right here. That's like the catch. X marks the spot. This catch level right here is where I'd be looking off that 15-minute level. So that or something of the sorts of break above here, retouch, go for that buy. those are really what I'm looking for off these levels. The only other thing is if I came in and it had already broke below, so let's say by London time, because GBP CAD's a fast moving pair, it was already down to like here, and then it made a push like this. I'd be waiting for a retest, and we could sell it off that level. So those are my markups for this week. Yeah, I'm gonna step away now. Go chill out for a little bit, and then hit the charts probably later tonight or tomorrow before the markets open. But thank you guys very much for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later on the IML TV channel. So make sure you guys come over there if you guys like our trading style and you want to learn more in depth about our psychology of the markets, how we're working on our small risk, high reward, how we're getting these precise entries. Head over to IML the IML TV channel, and we'll see you over there. Have a great one, everybody.